Hello, my fellow Americans. My name is Silver Persinger, and on May 1st, 2008, I'm announcing my campaign for President of the United States of America. I know that sounds like a crazy assertion, considering our next president is supposed to be Senator Clinton, Obama, or McCain, but that may be precisely the reason I'm entering the race, because we're supposed to live in the greatest democracy in the world, and we have this two-party system that is, I don't think it's really serving the people very well. And I wish I had a better choice. So for a lack of a better choice, I'm putting my name out there, and I'm appealing to you, the people of America. And if you like what I'm saying and my platform, I encourage you to get my name on your state's ballot, or to get my name registered with your Secretary of State or the necessary election board, so my name can be accepted as a write-in candidate. I know this is it's an impossible campaign, but this is the first time in our country's history where somebody with no money and no organization and no political machine backing them by the power of the internet has a chance to run a successful campaign. And I may not be that candidate, but it is a possibility, and I want a serious change. I prepared a speech last week, but I didn't really like it because it got real bogged down in my platform, and it wasn't an inspiring speech. And I don't claim to be a great speech writer, but I am sincere, and I'm not a seasoned politician. I've never been elected to office. However, I have run for office several times since 2002. I've run as a candidate for city council twice, most recently in 2006. My name appeared on the ballot, and I received 14% of the vote, and I was the only challenger to the incumbent. Last year, in 2007, I ran for state senate against then Delegate Donald McKeachin, and it was the first time that the seat had been contested in 40 years. So I was happy to give people a choice at least. I really love democracy, and I think that the majority I love democracy, and I want people to have more choices, and I want to have better candidates and better policies and laws. And I don't see it coming out of our two-party system. I'm not a member of any party. Actually, with the announcement of my campaign, I'm launching a new political party, which is called the Free Party. That's because we think things like healthcare, education, university education, housing, a lot of these things should be provided to people for free, living in a civilized and humane society. I think current American society has a lot of problems, and it stems from political and economic decisions that have been made in the past, and our government continues to sustain this system and advocate it, and I don't think it's a fair system. I guess what I'm mostly talking about is our economic system. Congress in 1913 gave away the right to regulate our currency to the Federal Reserve Bank, when the Constitution specifically grants that right and authority to the U.S. Congress. And as a result, we have to pay interest, our government has to pay interest whenever it wants to borrow money to do work for the public, on the public's behalf, for the public good. And I don't think that's a good system. I'll talk a little bit about my platform, but I won't mention everything. If you're interested in my ideas, you can learn more about my platform at votesilver.com. But one of the things I've been advocating for a long time is the shortening of the workday and work week. In 1916, President Woodrow Wilson signed into law the National 8-Hour Day Law, which limited the hours of labor to 8 hours a day and the 40-hour work week. I've been an advocate for the 6-hour workday, 24-hour work week for many years now. And this is something that citizens should be demanding of their elected officials, because we all need more time for our busy lives and our families, and more time for enjoying life. There's no reason to work 40 hours a week. It's a system that's been established by the employing class, and it benefits them. So I advocate a 24-hour work week with no reduction in pay or benefits. I advocate abolishing the Federal Reserve System and establishing a new U.S. bank that benefits the people. An example of that would be a bank that loaned money to citizens for 1%. You want to fix the housing mortgage crisis? Let people refinance their mortgages at 1% interest with the government, and this is something that would directly benefit a lot of people. I apologize for the crudeness of this video. I'm self-funded, and I don't have a production team. I'm here by myself filming this video, and I don't have the benefit of a prepared speech or a teleprompter or a big production going on around filming this video. But I just feel a deep sense of duty to the national public, that you deserve a choice, and that we don't have a choice in a two-party system. So something else that I advocate is instant runoff voting. Instant runoff voting is another form of, I guess it's vote counting, where it ensures that you have a majority elected candidate, a candidate that receives over 50% of the vote. But it does away with the concept of the spoiler candidate, because I'll give you an example. Say you have 5 candidates running in a race. You can vote for all of them if you want, or you can only vote for 3, whatever you want. If you only want to vote for one, you can vote for one. But it lets you rank your preference of candidates. That way you could vote for Nader and then have Gore as a backup. That way we would have never gotten a President Bush. It's a more democratic method of voting. It does away with the spoiler, and it ensures a majority elected candidate. So this is something I'd like to see initiated in our country to get more divergent and different voices participating in our democratic process. Right now, our political process is dominated by money interest, and it's to the great detriment of the public at large, and to the great benefit of the concentrated wealth that exists in our country. Something else I advocate is no tax on your income unless you're in the top 1%. This is something 99% of people should support. It preserves the free market system, which has been so successful in our country because it drives innovation and creativity, and it rewards those who work hard. Our current system rewards people who already have money, and it grants to them a tremendous amount of power to control labor and natural resources for their own benefit and for their own purposes. I'm a big advocate of labor unions. I'd like to encourage all Americans and all other people around the world watching this video to form labor unions to represent your interest. Or do even better than that, and form your own cooperative business so you have a democratic work environment where all the workers have an equal share in the profit and an equal say in how the organization is run. I don't think anyone should be put in jail for using any illegal drug, not even heroin or crack. This is a health problem, not a criminal issue. The only reason it's a criminal issue is because legislators have passed laws to criminalize it. I think everyone who has an addiction should have access to free addiction treatment. I guess I have a lot of ideas for things we could do to improve society. You know, American culture, and I guess the main medium of our culture is television and movies. And these are in the hands of the monopolies that produce this content. American society promotes a way of life that isn't sustainable and isn't healthy and doesn't promote the happiness of the people. We're taught that the American dream is owning a nice car and a big house. And I don't think it's right. I don't think money is more valuable than human life. And this is something that doesn't get talked about amongst other politicians. I guess I'll leave it at that for now. As the campaign continues, hopefully I will be posting more of these videos. I will continue to work my regular job, and it's not likely that I'll be able to get out and campaign unless there's a tremendous movement on the part of you, the people of America, for the things which I'm advocating. I don't expect to win this race. I just believe in the First Amendment. I think I have the right to say what I want and to criticize our current system. And this is the first time that I've had the opportunity to run for president. I'm 36 years old. And you know what my chief qualification for office is? Is that I'm a good citizen. For the last, 2.5 years almost, since January of 2006, I've been a very active citizen at my local government, Richmond City Council. I ran for city council in 2006, and I've attended nearly every council and council committee meeting in that period since January 2006. I speak at nearly every council meeting about the things that I think they're doing wrong. And I'm really the only citizen that participates to the extent that I do. A lot of times it feels pointless because I'll speak in opposition to something and then they'll vote unanimously the other way. But I just wish people were more involved in our government and that our government wasn't ruled by lawyers and businessmen. I wish more poor and working people were involved in our political system. I think we'd have a better government and something that's more humane. Well, thank you for watching this video, and feel free to post a video response or leave a comment, and you can contact me by email at silver@6hourday.org with the number 6, silver@6hourday.org. Thank you for your time, and have a good night. I'm Silver Persinger, and I approve of this message.